Well met. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reading through My Hero Academia 300. Oh wait a minute, 311 to 320. All right. So, before we get into it, we have Discord down below. We talk about a bunch of the series that we cover here on the channel, as well as a bunch of games, movies, all the good stuff that's coming around. And yeah, if you're interested, click in the link in the description. Alright, so we have a very long recap that I've wrote up here for all the important things that happened in the last set of chapters. It's almost a page. So we'll go over a quick recap. It's not quick. We'll go over the recap and then we'll get straight into it. Don't worry, the timestamp will point you right there. It's fine. So, recap. We learn a lot more about the history of the Todoroki family, the position that Rei was in, due to Endeavor, keeping his, his hero life split from his being a father. He didn't want to do both. He was just looking to train someone. So once Shoto was born, kept him separate and kind of forgot about Toya and all of those. And yeah, Toya kept training anyway, and that led to his eventual, seemingly death when he flared himself up so much that it burnt the whole forest down, it looks like. But yeah, their history is so complicated at this point. Well, not really, but it's kind of sad, honestly. So we have Hawks and Genus trying to keep the whole thing together. Like, they're doing their best. They're figuring out the way that they can best tell the public about what's happening with the situation, what's been revealed, try and holding things together. Bakugo is back awake after his injuries, thank goodness. We thought he was going to be fine, but he took some nasty hits. And then we saw Deku have a meeting with his predecessors, and we got so much information. So even though it's like he's meeting within One for All's consciousness, like within his mind, he's knocked out still. Toshinori, All Might, he can still feel what's happening, like, because he was the previous quirk holder, so he can kind of feel it, the consciousness of his quirk that was passed on. There's a connection there. So yeah, they're meeting within the consciousness of One for All, I believe. You've got all the previous holders of One for All, and we see everyone there has their physical form except for Toshinori, who's ethereal, which we learn later on because he was quirkless. So it has to be wielded by a quirkless person, because otherwise, even though the fourth, died of old age because he was 40, having multiple quirks within the one body seems to age it much faster. So that's why Toshinori was able to be All Might for such an extended period of time, and why Deku is the ideal next wielder of the quirk, actually. So they also mentioned that because of this, and the fact that quirkless people aren't being born, he is probably going to be the very last holder of One for All. So it could be incredibly rare that he comes across another one, but is what it is. Deku's gonna have to kick up his training a notch. So Deku, they have a conversation as well. Like Shimura was asking, like, do you have what it takes to kill Shigaraki if necessary? And you get like the best answer that Deku can give right now. He's still willing to attempt to save Shigaraki somehow. He's not sure how, but and then they tell him like there's more than one way of saving people. Sometimes, killing them or putting them out of it, as it were, is a way to do that in of itself. But the best answer that we got from Deku was like, he's gonna try his way first, but if it comes down to it, he'll just give it his best shot. That's the most you can expect out of Deku right now, and we see that come into play a little bit later on, in the previous set of chapters as well. So All Might tells Genist and Hawks about One for All because everyone heard it, and it's becoming kind of public knowledge at this point because it was over Some of the heroes mentioned it because Deku said it over a private channel, and they're just like, what does that mean? So some people are kind of close to learning about it. But yeah, All Might tells Hawks and Genist. I don't think Endeavor knows quite just yet. Maybe he does, actually. I think he might. I can't remember. It's been a while since. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he might know, actually. But anyway, we'll move on from that. uh, Deku ends up leaving UA because he knows he is the target of Shigaraki's, or, All for One's conquest, I guess. So he figures he's better off alone for now, so keep the danger away from his friends, family, all that kind of stuff. And a lot of the civilians as well starting to be moved into like the schools themselves to be sheltered properly from the villains, because society is borderline collapsing, to put it simply. So after Deku leaves, we see he's like, it looks like a Batman and Alfred kind of thing, like All Might's Alfred. He's waiting by the car, and then Deku's just going out with his full cowl on. It looks pretty cool, by the way. It looks pretty cool. Taking down villains. So Jailbreaker, the muscle man from early on in the anime, is rampaging around the city, and Deku is able to utilize, some of his predecessors' quirks and actually talk to them while fighting. So he gets a good lesson there as well. Like, stop respecting the quirks so much, start thinking of them as tools, and just start using them to build like a strategy on how you're going to deal with stuff. It's the best advice like anyone can give Deku, because that's how his mind works. And then this is what I mean when we were talking about earlier about how Deku deals with things and why he gave the best answer. When he does confront Jailbreaker, he gives him a chance. He's just like, all right, why are you doing this? Is there a way you can not? It didn't go quite like that. But, he asked the question before he goes in to actually smash the guy. And I think that's definitely something similar that's going to happen whenever he faces Shigaraki again. If he's ready. Like, if he has the chance to do something like this, that is 100% the way that Deku's going to go. So, Deku does take Jailbreaker down, and then he drops him off the police station. They don't recognize him. And then, yeah, goes back to Alfred, All Might, near the Decumobile, of course. And then Hawks is checking up on him, but you see, like, Genist and Endeavor taking down some villains at the same time. So he's just making sure that, like, everyone's kept up to date. Now that they know, the best thing that they can do is keep communicating. And then, in the final chapter for last week, this is a long recap, we hear the predecessors just starting to say, like, time feels like it's moving backwards. It feels like this is how it was back in the day, like the conditions that we were fighting in. Everything seems much more dark, it's raining. It's setting like that Gotham-y atmosphere almost, how like just crime is rampant once more because, yeah, no one's willing to step up because of what happened earlier. But it's in a very good place for vigilantes, I hear. Not the vigilante spin-off. I'm not up to date with that actually. But like what Deku is essentially now, I believe. So yeah, since he's left UA, I guess he is still working with heroes under strict supervision. But yeah, he's not really associated with him if he left the academy, right? We'll see how it goes. Alright. That was a very long recap. It's definitely time to get into it. A lot happened in the last 10 chapters, so I'm kind of hoping that we start getting into a bit more of the action. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's time to get into the actual reading part of the video. So, we're going to start off with 311, go through 320. 311 is called Here We Go. Okay, what's going on here? We're having a shootout. At a grocery store? Okay. So someone's just like firing. He's dual wielding like SMGs. What is that? Okay, it says, "Come on, you idiot! We'd better split." And then one guy's screaming as he's firing. Endeavor. Endeavor's just hiding behind one of the pillars. It is a supermarket. It has to be. Everything's just being destroyed. A nail gun support item. Oh, are they even proper villains if they're using support items? But it's overtuned for extreme capabilities. Damn it, Detonarat. Ooh, that's probably someone's name who's I've forgotten. That's cool. So Endeavor does a sweet flip out from behind the pillar. Ignited arrow. Ooh, he just pierces the guy with it. So he's probably got a nice burn through his chest right there. Yeah, he's on the floor. Give me a break. You're the reason we're even out, Endeavor. That's why I'm here. And then Endeavor heads back to the police station. It's raining, but he's fine. Flame's still coming out. And then he meets up with Genist and Hawks, more escaped convicts. Though none affiliated with him, I presume. Definitely. All for one. Right. And then there's something hits like the pavement. Endeavor looks at, oh, there's protests. Rioters, boys. Anti-hero civilians. We don't need fake heroes. They're holding up signposts. Get out of here, you scum. Endeavor just looks at him. If you hadn't let Shigaraki and his people get away, we wouldn't be dealing with all these escaped convicts. That is a true statement. However, they couldn't really deal with that at the time. And they don't know the situation. Hawks, we should go, Endeavor. Those media folks said that Shigaraki was supposedly after someone else besides you people, which means you are all still hiding something from us. And then you just see, like, they're throwing stuff at him again. Water bottles, cans, coward. The grieving relatives of the victims Darby burned to ashes went on TV. Did you even see that? And then get out of here. Just seeing your face makes us feel hopeless all over again. You fakes. You got no right to show your face around here. And you see Endeavor's flames like out. I think they just get in the car. And Gina seems to be blocking the attacks with his string. It's coming out of his hands. I think we're on the move. Yes, I see. Walks on the front. Please keep up your search for the Liberation Front, Edgeshot. No progress, huh? Should we let All Might and Midoriya get another kilometer or two ahead of us? The media learns we're working with Midoriya too. He's bound to get flack for it. Yeah, let's put a bit more distance between us. No sense in giving Deku more to deal with. Sure, he's the one who asked for this, but we're basically using the boy as bait to lure out the League. Except those villains have gone to the ground. So that's their strategy. Summed up for now. Deku's literally, a couple of Ks ahead, dealing with villains, and then Endeavor, Hawks, and Genus the following. That's a pretty good plan, actually. We're assuming the escapees, the supervillains from Tartarus in particular, received orders of some kind. It's only logical that they'd use greater confusion and chaos to keep a low profile while going after their target. One for all. But heroes are fraying at the seams. If I were all for one, I would go on the offensive. An Endeavor, it must be like Deku said. Right now, his top priority might be hijacking Shigaraki. Definitely. All Might destroyed him, to the point that he needed to be connected to tubes to keep him alive. And now he's grooming Shigaraki to be some sort of ultimate life form. What? I only know of one of those. He's a hedgehog. It would make sense if his goal is to take over the new body. According to the Doc Garaki, who's in custody, Shigaraki was activated before his body was complete. We're unsure of the specifics of the potential body transfer, but it's clear that Shigaraki has to be complete for it all to work. So I'm assuming he can still complete the process, it will just take probably longer. They were a month early, right? So, I mean, clock's ticking either way. And then comes All for One's next goal. He'll be able to steal One for All. Something about that is bugging me. Hawks is just talking about, oh. Midoriya and All Might explain to us how a body that's too weak cannot receive it. It makes sense that you need a young, strong body, but there was another element. What I don't get is why Shigaraki's rage is so essential. A strong emotion is key, no? After all, One for All contains 8 other spirits. One needs strength of will to override them. But All for One has been pursuing his younger brother and One for All for generations. You'd expect the guy to hold on to plenty of hatred for all those other successes. Maybe it's not enough hatred yet? Or maybe he has none at all. It's just the impression I get, but think about it. The guy never stops smiling, right? He makes a very good point. All for One is kind of expressionless unless he's goading All Might, unless he was goading like All Might that we've seen into doing something. Then the smile just gets bigger. Maybe he doesn't have the will himself or the emotion in him anymore. He is super old as well though. And then Endeavor's just like, something's missing in his soul, huh? Either way, supervillains have no useful intel. Nothing that gives us any leads. The enemy is hoping to avoid conflict for now. Our obvious move is to take the fight to them. Might be worth expanding our search at some point, even if that means fewer of us keeping the peace out on the streets. And then there's like a beep in the car. What's going on? Is this the same car? No, this is a different one. This is All Might's car. You see him still on the move. Kid, you're not getting much sleep. And then he's remembering Night Eye. I recommend a decent night's sleep in a warm, cozy bed. Night Eye. And then beep. What now? The kid's GPS signal is gone? Damn it. And then what is that? Is that like a flashbang next to All Might's car? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. A huge boom and an explosion. Deku looks like he was about to use his phone. And then something just pierces through it. Like a kunai? Wait, no, it's a speaker. Hey you, boy in green, you're coming with me. Okay. Someone's here for me. Not just any old villain here randomly. They're specifically after me. Here we go, here we go. An escapee with ties to him. Deku's hyping himself up now. Okay. Oh. Oh, we've seen her. Yeah, she escaped. She was one of the Tartarus prisoners. Come quietly, and you get to keep your limbs. Who's she got there? Why are his arms gone? Did he get sniped? Okay, okay. Here we go. A hired gun sent by All for One. Oh, well, it's about to kick off. She's a sniper, huh? Interesting. Wait, that's her arm that's morphed into that gun. And what has she got in her other hand? Is that like one of the rounds? Interesting. We need to see more. Carry on. Up to 312. Starting off with a flashback. Hawks and Deku. You should be fine since you've got All for One on your side, but then Deku looks like it is just before he left, I guess. I've got one concern. All for One and Shigaraki aren't at the stage where they can steal All for One yet. And with Doc Garaki out of the picture, they don't have the tech to preserve fresh quirk factors. That's because on the day of the big battle, every facility connected to Garaki was raided. So the villain's best option is to take you alive. That is a tall order for most of the escaped convicts, except for one woman who's fresh out of Tartarus. Well, what a coincidence. She's actually a former senior colleague of mine, Hawks. Hunting her down is one of my top priorities, but if she is the one who comes for you, drop everything and run. 312 is called Hired Gun. So Deku takes a look at his phone. It got like skewered with a bullet microphone. Ammunition made of pink and dark blue fibers. Yeah, it's her. Is it made out of her hair? It looks like the same coloring. A former hero employed by the Safety Commission. You moved Lady Nagant. Okay. Does look rather powerful. And what's happening here? So the thing that is that a stand? She's like lifted her arm up. And what's going on here? She just fires another shot. As she fires a shot from up there, just goes straight. Deku's on the move though. He's black whipping around the place, jumping off buildings. He destroyed my secure line. Oh, he grabbed the phone as well with the black whip. He just sees the bullet through it. All Might and Hawks will realize that something's amiss, but I got no way to tell them that it's Lady Nagant who's after me. She might target them too as they get closer. I mean, All Might's already been hit, right? For now, I should retreat like I was told to. Ooh. And then don't go thinking you've got any options. The bullet bends. It's just like Wanted. So Deku's like whipping off the side of a building, and then a bullet just curves around the corner right towards him. Oh. Oh, wait. Is that hit? Oh, no. He's grabbed it in his hands. Oh, but he's getting flung back by the force. A howitzer shot is nothing compared to this. And then she's lining up another one. Sure, I can see why All For One's got his eyes on you. Her? She's nuts. So she shoots again. And then we're flashing back. Heroes to watch? We asked 100 current heroes. If she weren't around, shoot. I'd be Japan's top marksman. 25 out of 100, snipe. My homing lets me target anything within 600 meters that I set my peepers on. Nice. His quirk is called homing. Works with anything I toss. Oh, it's Vanderdecken, except... yeah, okay. I can't pick what the target... Oh, I can't pick what part of the target I hit. And the hits won't pack much of a wallop, but not too shabby, right? So he'll always hit it. But her, she can pull off what my quirk does with raw skill alone. From 3 kilometers away, no less. No way I'm competing with that. Her trick of the trade, her bullets. She can craft them into any old shape she wants. When she twists those two-tone hairs together, like epoxy putty, they harden up as strong as any ammo out there. Is it actually hair then? Everything from curving rounds to hollow points, I reckon. There are hollow points is ammunition with hollow tips shatters into fragments upon striking. She fires one of them at Deku, you probably can't block it. She's basically a sniper rifle in human form. Every ranged fighter out there is green with envy over that right arm of hers. So her quirk is called Rifle. Okay. So what is happening here? Deku looks like he's taken the hit. He's still got one. Did he catch the other one too? Even Snipe Sensei is jealous over accuracy and there's barely any downtime between those shots. With the fourth quirk backing me up, I'd already be a goner without, yeah. But based on the first shot and then this one, I can tell where she is. About 1k ahead and her range is 3 kilometers. Dodging more shots while trying to escape at that range would be tough. So instead, I'll take the fight to her. Oh, okay. Blocking 2 of my shots? That's a first. What is she doing? Is she getting the gun out again? Maybe she didn't expect him to actually block it with a comment like that, I guess so. But her arm looks like she's reloading or something. It's not bending, but it's like going into her shoulder and back out. Like a pump gun. And the guy behind her with no arms. The boss. Gotta get back to the boss. Quick. Uh-oh. Yeah, once we're done here. You keep hidden for now since the target's on his way to us. Wait, is she... How is she grabbing it? Is she using his body mass to do something? Okay. Ugh, maybe I should have ditched you after all. And then back in the prison, Tartarus escape. Ah, the treacherous hero, the lovely Lady Nagant. What an honor to meet you. All for one. There was a time where you were my target. I have a specific request for you, unlike those others. The days to come, I expect a certain UA student will leave school and operate solo. He knows. I want you to capture him and bring him to me. He's likely to have a number of big shots watching over him from a distance, so bide your time until they're split up enough. Perhaps a rainy day is your best bet? Hang on, why the heck should I? You're helping those others blow this joint on simple promise that they can go wild. Why am I the only one who gets a homework assignment? You killed a fellow hero. You seek the downfall of hero society, but your dream will never be realized as long as that boy is around. So he's baiting her. Another one clinging to those phony hopes, huh? That seems more than enough to get her into it. And then the boss. Oh, the young Shia Hasakai? Shia Hasakai leader. A friend of yours? Wait, is that the gang boss from previous arcs? Nah, he's got some screws loose and I thought he might come in handy somehow. Another victim kept down by this wicked hero society. He just carries on preaching, okay? Let us deliver a death blow to those hateful heroes. Consider this a contract between us. I can see Bane saying this kind of thing. Anyway, take this as a deposit. Work. Wait, he gave her a quirk. He gave her the quirk Airwalk. She can fly now. They fly now? Okay. I've got a mission to carry out. And then she's, yeah, literally flying. But while she's in the air, her arm... I guess we didn't really see it. It's not formed properly. She's like reloading the gun or something. I don't know. When her right arm is not in use, it just seems to be like ending before the arm starts, if you know what I mean. Alright, that is the end of 312. Let us move to 313. High speed, long range, mobile cannon. What a title chapter. Chapter title. Reverse that. Any car besides Hercules would have been blown to bits. Okay, so he does have a Batmobile. And then he notices, oh wait, more people are coming out to attack the car. They aren't mere thieves. I sense clear murderous intent. If this isn't a dumb prank, then they're trying to split up me and the boy. The boy's being targeted by an assassin. He's got the phone out. And then both of the assassins fire their... I don't know what they are. They're like poles, but they're lit on fire. Kind of like fireworks. And javelins combined into one. It's kind of scary. So he crashes the car into the side and then jumps out. That's All Might. Don't wimp out now. You know what we're here for. Besides, check out his wasted body. The real All Might died a long time ago. Oh. And then he just starts laughing. Darn right. And then, ooh. All Might's got a bit of that King engine rumbling. Okay. Stand aside. Huh? The guy's shivering. And then he remembers his promise to Deku's mom. I will protect him and raise him right, even if it costs me my life. That boy has borne so much more than I ever have. A burden I forced on him. And he's flashback. Whatever happens to you, I'll be there changing fate by your side. And he still idolizes me. The other guys fall on the floor. His presence. The day anything happens to that kid is the day I die. Oh my, it's King Engine rumbling right now. Alright, and then we see Deku. He's like bouncing between buildings. He's zooming right now. Okay, I'll zigzag toward her and stay out of line of sight to prevent her from tracking my trajectory. Is that going to help if she's like floating above him though? He doesn't know though. Assuming Lady Nagant doesn't have a way to move as fast as I can with One for All, I'll reach her before she can reposition herself. That's when I'll make her reveal All for One and Shigaraki's location. And then he's gets that twig. The fourth danger sense comes in straight from behind. Oh, and then he kicks it out of the way. What is that? Oh, two shots. One was curved and the other. Ooh. So it cuts him across the stomach, it looks like. Ugh. But how? Hitting me from behind would only be possible with some kind of remote control quirk. Does she have backup? No, I don't sense any hostility or bloodlust nearby. No, wait. Damn it. Why did I not consider that possibility before? Here we go. Of course, All for One would give a contractor something extra. Why does that look like... Isn't that Pop Step's ability? Hang on, I don't know about that one. It was Airwalk, so probably not. But for some reason that just springs into my head. Anyway, we'll keep on going for now. I need to catch up with Vigilantes. So she's just literally exactly what the quirk's just name is. She's walking on the air. And then she's shooting while she's going. She's having a great time, actually. The gun is backwards, though. And it looks like it got even bigger. Okay, so she's zooming. Deku's having some quick thoughts. The shot that hit me in the back came from the side with a wicked curve. The closer we are, the more intuitively she can shoot, and the less need there is for her to calculate my position. So it actually becomes easier. She wants to stop me and capture me alive, right? But after I blocked that shot, she decided to get closer. Being closer means quicker shots in succession. Even the fourth can't help me react fast enough. So, how about, and then he starts doing some sweet flips. He puts on the sixth, oh, smoke screen. Okay. So, yeah, the sixth full blast, and then immediately just pops out smoke. Another quirk? So he's got multiple too. This kid's got secrets for days. Okay. And then we see it did a shot just miss immediately? You see like a phew sound effect? Whoa, now ninth. Did you forget already? That much smoke output places you at risk. You're up against the high-speed, long-range mobile cannon. So the second you emerge from the smoke, you're a sitting duck. You've cut off your own escape route. I'm not trying to escape. I'm just buying time for now. There, what is he doing? It looks like he's practicing some, like, standing jumps real quick. What is he doing? Huh? No, 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 no. Don't even try that. That is too dangerous. I don't recommend it either. Is this the second, sorry? I know exactly what you're trying to do, but you're not proficient enough yet. You've admitted it yourself. First, figure out how to handle two processes at once subconsciously. Once you got that down, throw in another thing. He's about to try to use like float and something else. You haven't even tested my quirk yet. Before adding it to your parallel processes, you need to get a feel for how it works. It's a bit late for that. Once Lady Nagant tells me what I need to know, All for One and Shigaraki are next. Okay, he's on a mission. He's doing a BAM right now. He's so focused on what he wants. He needs to look at the big picture. I guess I'll learn this one on the fly. Sorry to use your cape like this, Gran Torino. And then, ooh, the third's Fajin. What is this? So Nagant is pretty much directly above the smoke, so she's got an eye on everything. Just, you know, gun pointed straight down. She's got a scope as well. Custom scope as well, actually. And then sees him exit at one point and then immediately jump upwards. A decoy. No, that's not a jump upwards. That's a shot. She just blasted it. A decoy. What is he up to? And then it looks like multiple pop out at the same time by Jin. And then she's like moving the gun around as quickly as she can. You've got some nerve. It's like all pieces of his costume. And then she blasts all of them. The backpack's okay though. Hopefully lunch is okay in there. Hide in the smoke all you like. You won't get away. And then she notices something. Too bad I'm not in the smoke. Oh, he came out of the top of the building. Okay, not bad. So what is the quirk then? Oh, don't end it like that. That is the end of the chapter. But he's managed to grab Nagata's left hand, it looks like. So she still has, you know, probably the usability of her quirk right now. Okay, not bad. Deku's making good progress right now. 314, the lovely Lady Nagant. So yep, Deku's grabbed her arm, her left arm. My smoke screen won't spread very far in the rain, so she should be able to instantly react to my scattered decoys. Is that what it is? The quirk literally makes decoys? He's like Mirage from Apex. She took the bait, and now I've got her. He's even faster now. What was this little punk up to while he was hiding in the smoke? Best way to handle a sniper is to get close. I'm gonna make you tell me everything you know about All for One. And then, oh, you think you've won? Okay, so her arm does transform back to normal. Looks like she's gonna like engage in some close combat. I'm not spilling anything. Okay, so she lifts it up and then halfway back, the back of her elbow kind of transforms into a weapon and knocks him away. Ugh. The safety commission taught me everything I know. And then Deku moves. Then why work for All for One? You know he's plotting to take over everything, right? So why? I know you used to be a hero. All you're seeing is that phony sense of order that they've manufactured. No wonder people tinged by it can't understand the truth. Tinged? Damn it, I had it right where I wanted, but the third was right. My parallel quirk processes are all screwed up. And then, whoa, he dodges a shot from behind. I was exhausted. Oh, she's talking still, that's good. I was exhausted after so much killing. I thought she was a hero. And it was all to preserve our sham society. So Deku's just dodging a bunch of shots right now. Say there was a group plotting acts of terrorism against heroes. Or a hero team colluding with a gang of villains while gaining fame and fortune. When you have people like that, people capable of shaking the bedrock of our society, law and order won't cut it. They have to disappear, along with their crimes. I see where this is going. The Safety Commission gave me those classified missions. Ah. Once upon a time, vigilantes played the role of heroes and won the people's trust. In turn, the country made sure they kept doing their part. At the end of the day, trust in heroes is the foundation of superpowered society. And me? I was a cog set in place to keep that system running nice and smooth. A system with two sides to it, a front and a back. And wait, no, we haven't done anything yet. We only started talking about... Oh my goodness. It's the Minority Report. Before it even happens, she's taking them out. Oh, covered in blood. A system that needed both sides to maintain itself. So I obeyed. I complied. I did my duty. Man, the safety commission is kind of messed up. First Hawks, and well, probably not in that order. First Nagata and then Hawks. Then, lady, can we shake your hand? We're big fans. So the kids coming up to her, asking for a handshake. They only know one side of the story. For you guys? Sure, as a special treat. Then she reaches out and then, instinctively pulls back. She's like, I'm covered in blood. I don't deserve this. Oh. Then we're huge fans. Shake our hands. A system so fragile it made my head spin. It makes sense. I was exhausted. And then just spending time alone, thinking about it. A phony sham. These two. They've been inciting ordinary civilians to commit crimes before hunting down those freshly minted criminals and collecting rewards. But now these bad apple heroes are about to go missing. My goodness, these guys. Is killing them really going to improve society? Oh? Making people believe everything's puppies and rainbows. Is that any better than brainwashing? Nagant. It is all necessary. Someone must preserve the hope and faith that the front-facing heroes have built up. Preserve, huh? And after that, then what? I'm sure you're quite aware that this isn't a job you can simply walk away from. Oh no. And then President, he aims her weapon. You're a strong one. You killed the president of the safety commission at the time? That never made the news. They claimed you killed another hero during an argument. Yep. Even then, the safety commission had to keep up the illusion. Internal disputes? Mutiny? No way. That wasn't for the public to know. The more we get into this, the more and more it's kind of seeming like the boys. Not to that extent that we know of yet, but you really are that ignorant, huh? This superpowered society is a gilded daydream seen through rose-colored glasses, but it is all paper thin, a fragile illusion. Say you bring back the status quo, then what? History will just repeat itself. The public gets to stargaze at the bright and shiny side, while the dark truth gnaws away at someone else. She's remembering her past again. At least a future ruled over by one all for one will be a hell of a lot more transparent. That's a statement right there. And then Deku realizes where she is. Over there. The fifth. Pinpoint focus. So he fires off a black whip, it looks like. This kid. He analyzed my moves based on my shot trajectories. And the black whip connects to a building behind her. Maybe I was ignorant, but I am starting to see things clearly. He's fast. It's not all black and white. Most things in this world are shades of grey. A blend of fear and anger. Swept their pain under the rug with maggots crawling out. Deku is growing up incredibly fast. So, and Shigaraki, he's remembering Shigaraki's words. Which is exactly why I have to extend a helping hand. That phony education's done wonders for you. Even in midair, he dodged to project his joints from taking damage. He's focused on reading my patterns and evading. Fine. Then how about one more thing to think about? And then Deku's moving right now. He looks like Sonic in that battle. And are you done yet? Gotta get back to the boss. Chisaki? Is she fire? Oh, I think she fires. Okay. Yep. Next chapter. Alright, I've just searched that up while it's loading. Chisaki is overhaul. Wow, he got absolutely destroyed then. Feels bad, man. Kind of. And then 315. I know that kid. Huh? 315 is called Platitudes. The one who foiled my plan. He's got a real severe case of hero syndrome. Wow, I was hoping you'd be useful, but this is like fate. How about you tag along and ID the target for me? One condition. This shirt's a little small. Nah, I ain't taking revenge for you. That's your grudge. Not that. Don't care about that. I lost everything. Only got one thing left. Bring me to my boss. There, boss. Sorry, boss. And then, so, Nagata's... Her gun looks even bigger than before. She increased the range of it or something. I held up my end of the deal. Take me to the boss, now. Saki has actually lost his mind. Deku looks like he snaps the black whip. He needs to change direction or something. This puts me at risk of jamming, but I've got to up my shot velocity so that Deku can't catch it. Oh no. Your hero education taught you to hate one thing above all else. No matter who the victim is, if your own screw-up gets him killed, that'll really keep you up at night. And then she immediately fires the shot straight at Chisaki. Another factor to think about, plus a tough call to make. That'll slow him down. That's when I finish the... Deku's already swinging for it. Look at him go. Ooh. Quirk. Fajin. Oh, here we go. Repeated movements build up motion-based energy for temporary storage and release. Wait, he's zooming right now. Is that blood coming out of his arm? Maybe that's where he got hit earlier. So Deku's just launched himself around the building. He's even faster. While getting shot at, I flexed and extended my legs to protect myself and store up the energy. Plus, one for all, 45%, plus centrifugal force. Everyone in my generation can picture it. It's Spider-Man. The sight of All Might moving faster than a speeding bullet. Oh, it's like so close. And then Flox 100%. Using everything he's got, kind of match the speed. Look at him go. So he didn't tackle Chisaki out of the way. He like zooms past right under the bullet and pushes him out of the way. So it would have been like just as the bullet's coming for him. Impossible. He caught up to my shot. No, it's wilder than that. He was already shifting trajectory as I was aiming and firing. Just wow. Man, we'll talk later, Chisaki. So he's saved him on the roof, and then Deku, look, he's about to Gomu like launch himself. Okay. Is not bazooka. I forget what Luffy calls it. My goodness, my memory is top at this point, lads. He's got his cannon. He's got his arms on things. He's about to launch himself. I was using one for all at 45%, danger sense, smoke screen, black whip, fudging, and float. And then I switched them on and off in rapid succession. But it was too much to process all at once and my body froze up. Having learned that less than a second ago, I've narrowed it down to just using just one for all, black whip and fudging. And then got to do this again. So Nagata's float walking backwards. Still got one leg's worth of fudging stored up. Okay, so he's gonna go backwards. And then he zooms past. Fox 100% Manchester. Oh wait, he hit the gun. Manchester smash. Oh. So he launched himself straight up and definitely hit her weapon. Your gun barrel is busted. It's over, Lady Nagant. Can't she just morph it? I mean, there is blood popping out, so that's probably not good, but not a hint of hesitation. She's realizing. And Chisaki, he recognized an enemy for who he was and still leapt into action like it was the natural thing to do. And then she starts falling. When was it, I wonder? That right arm of yours will make our society a better place, Safety Commission. When did the platitudes start making me want to puke? And then Deku catches her on the way down. Nice. The shot headed for Chisaki was off by a little bit. And if you were really allied with one All for One and his brand of evil, your very first shot would have hit my lower body and stopped me cold. Oh. You've known real darkness, so you gotta know there's a way to bring back the light. Please fight on our side. He's doing it. I can tell you've still got the soul of a hero. And Deku's arm is bleeding as he's catching her as well. What a guy. Izuku Midoriya, you're the real deal. What happened? She starts having like the cracks, except they're not cracks, they're like she's breaking. Oh. And then All for One just starts talking. The soul is far too fickle, which is why I added a failure clause to your contract. No. Oh, wait, she just straight up explodes. Nagant. Yeah, Deku's just Nagant. Then she is a burning crisp. All for One. To the very end, you are just a tool to be used. Curse your blessing of a quirk if you must. Alas, the hapless, woeful Lady Nagant. Deku's kind of screaming. And then Hawks comes in. No dying on me now, Nagant. He catches her. She does not look good, though. That's chapter. What? Chapter? Quick, next one. Right. 316. Your turn. Oh. And then All Might's here as well. We got All Might. Endeavor. We got word from All Might. Sorry we're late. Rain and I don't get along so well. Status report. Any enemies besides Nagant? Ah, Endeavor. Hawks can't fly with most of his feathers gone. I should have known. I'm just not up for flying yet. Then they start falling. Deku catches him with a black whip. Hawks. No power left? I can't pull them up. Based on the timing of that explosion, I don't think she caused it on her own. All for One gave her an extra quirk to use, and he must have booby-trapped her body. Oh, you do see the cracks. Oh no. So he immediately starts talking to her. Hey, I'm Hawks, your replacement. All for One must have sweet talked you into this. I know you're better than this. Saber Hawks. And now you've fought the kid, I bet you've realized that it's too early for us to throw in the towel. So please tell us what you know. Leave us with some hope to hold on to. He used you, but don't let it end with that. You're a hero. You're Lady Nagant. And then you see a twig, a flash of light. My replacement. The safety commission, huh? Oh, she's realizing. I bet that, like me, you've done horrible things all while following orders. But then how do you still have that glimmer in your eye? This road only leads to chaos. The way forward is shrouded in darkness. So how? How are you people still so... It's hopeful. And then she remembers looking up at the sky, also dreaming of probably the same thing. And then, oh, she starts talking. Within 2 months, I was supposed to bring the target to a mansion in Hibori Woods. And then they land, so the Black Whip gets off. Did Deku just hit the floor? And he's not got much strength left. Not just me. He reached out to some others. Then we see a bunch of kind of scary silhouettes. Tell me, Mr. Replacement, my soul couldn't take any more. So how do you still have that look in your eye? I wasn't alone in this, and what can I say? I'm optimistic to a fault. And then Endeavor. Deku, there's no one else besides him, right? Oh, Endeavor's got Chisaki. No, this wasn't the deal. You weren't supposed to get caught. Take me to the boss, he's all I've got left. I gotta tell him I'm sorry. Chisaki. Shut up, you deceased maggot. I am talking to her. Do you remember everything you did to Eri? Eri? Ah, of course. With Eri, I could... You want to say you're sorry, do you? If you're willing to direct that same energy towards Eri, I'll honor your deal in Lady Nagant's place. Ooh, okay. Makes him at least consider the option. And then we have All Might driving the busted up Deku Mobile. Kid, are you okay? Or the Hercules, I guess he called it. Lady Nagant and Kid Chisaki are in custody. Get word to the cops. And we need medical aid for this one. Yeah, you might want to put that one as on the double, Chief. Midori is badly hurt. He needs help too. And then his mind is just going elsewhere. Deku needs to calm down right now. He needs to calm down. 1 for all. It's probably supposed to be all for one. Then the next panel. Good luck in there, everyone. Be cautious. Hang on, Deku. Don't be reckless. Oh my goodness. Wait, how long have we just skipped ahead here? Hibori Woods. Former hideout of the Creature Rejection Clan. The hate group against heteromorphs. All for One and Shigaraki still aren't capable of stealing One for All from me. Okay, so he's just launching into it. He still got his backpack on too. It's powerful. Alright, so who have we got in the front lines? It looks like Genus Endeavor and Deku throws open the doors. Place seems empty. Did you enjoy your Q&A session with Lady Nagant? Well, Izuku Midoriya? There's a projector there, of course. Because if you're seeing this message, that must have been what happened. Place is deserted, I should have known. You see, I love predicting and reading people, and a boy like you could never outright abandon someone like her. Yes? He's getting in your head, Deck. You gotta chill. You see his arms shaking. Oh no. I didn't force her, you know. She acted of her own free will. But those poor souls who stumble on the road of life are labeled villains. People go on and on about quirks, preaching the merits of individualism. But ours is a regimented society under tight control. One where the wrong sort of individuality gets you ostracized, purged. Democracy, socialism, doesn't matter. There are no exceptions because the root of all this predates the concept of human society altogether. It's the principle that governs all social organisms. The path you've chosen is a thorny one. Every battle grinds away at your soul with no end in sight. Can you guess who was on my mind the entire time I was in jail? You. All Might no longer interests me. I've moved on from that great useless oaf. Now, it's your turn. And then just a huge explosion. The whole mansion gone. Just like that. Wow, where are the heroes that were outside? Where's Hawks? Uh-oh. I'm sure they're fine, right? Nice little speech from All For One right there. Yikes. Alright, here we go. 317. Scars, blood, filth. Deku's mental is not having a good day. That's all I'm going to say starting this chapter. Oh, we never did the shadow break. Alright, we'll do a quick shadow break before we get into this. My bad, boys. Here we go. Sit. How you doing, buddy? Shake. Shake. There you go. Oh. Good boy. Come on. Oh, is that so? Welcome in, Maddie. Oh, look in my hand. Good boy. Yes. You gotta stop licking. That's it. What is that? You got a little flute? Oh, it's gone now. Stop licking. Stop licking. Immediately goes for another one. Of course. Belly rub? Belly rub face? Alright. That's enough. Bye. Alright, we're back. Just a quick, simple shadow break tonight, you know, nothing too fancy. We might get him doing something else later on. So, 317. We may have escaped that explosion by the skin of our teeth, but the blast erased any trace of the League. Have we extracted anything more from Nagant? We have Endeavor, Hawks, Genus, Mount Lady, Kamui, and I don't remember this guy. Not happening. She's in such bad shape, the folks at Central Hospital say they don't even know how she's alive. A woman afflicted by powerful despair, still desperately clinging on to life. Kamui Woods is a rookie. Oh, that's Edgeshot, okay. Thank goodness his name's there. Endeavor. Is it time to stake everything on turning this around? Maybe we should expand this beyond us and bring in every last remaining hero, informing the others about Midoriya and One for All, and throw an all-encompassing net at this investigation. Mountain Lady. That business with Lady Nagant made it clear that the brunt of hunting down the League will be left to Midoriya. The cops are up to their eyeballs with other problems, and there have been no eyewitness accounts of the League for a while. We should put together a task force before the pool of colleagues we can count on has dried up. Right. Desu Tagoro quit 2 days ago. Another one gone. Ooh. Oh wait, that was the cement lad, wasn't it? Interesting. And then Mount Lady's like remembering. This job's been running me ragged. I can't seem to catch a break. That's not Cementos, it's someone else, sorry. And what do we get for it? Rants, doubts, rage. Yeah, I know there's still some support for us out there, but one loud heckler easily drowns out 10 fans. I've never felt like this before. I thought I was different, better. I'm sure we all did once. But nah, I'm no hero. Only human. And he walks away. In the big battle, he led the charge to round up the spy heroes working for the Paranormal Liberation Front. He seemed like a hero with some backbone to him. Any given hero's thread could snap tomorrow, and it wouldn't come as a shock. We hear about more heroes hanging up their costumes every day. Plus, the media is closing in on Deku, since heroes who do quit end up leaking details, of course. With law and order all but gone, power runs unchecked in the streets, so we can't let the world learn the truth behind One for All. If that were to happen, Deku will be the one caught in a vicious cycle of negativity. We can sit here all day and prophesize doom, but the fact is, doom's already on our doorstep. Hawks with the inside right now. I've been thinking, Mountain Lady, is All for One planning to go public? About Midoriya, I mean, and One for All. Why not make that his opening move? That would force us heroes to mobilize and lock Deku away somewhere safe. So his silence tells us he doesn't want that? Still, unless Deku and the rest of us are out there taking action, we'll never get any leads. Not enough cops, not enough heroes. They look like they're meeting in like an old abandoned warehouse too. And then he's looking at his phone. He's got a message from Shoto. Oi, pick up the phone. So we have to go stop Toya. He's remembering what he said. Sorry, Shoto, hang in there a little longer, because for now, and then beep. Ah, that was mine. Endeavor, look at his quickly. It was Hawks. That was mine, just got word from All Might. What? Midoriya ran into a second hired gun? It's already over. Midoriya, what you doing there, buddy? He's holding it with Black Whip over like a railing. I think you won quite comfortably. Wait, he's not over a railing. It's just over a Black Whip. Look at how raw he's drawn. Like with the shading and everything. Oh my goodness. He won. And then Kid. That one didn't have any intel. Be careful. He might explode too. And then All Might's just like, wait just a minute. He's coughing up blood. He stops. You haven't been eating. All Might, you don't have to tag along anymore. I'm fine. Oh, you can't do that to him, Deku. No. Really, I'm fine. And then he's just here. All for One's words. Now, it's your turn. He's just saying that to enrage you. Continue down this path, and what awaits you is an unspeakably gruesome death. No, I can't just... And then Deku says, listen. What I'm capable of now is on par with you at 100%. No, it's not. I mean, kind of, in some areas. And with no recoil to boot. So... And then... He's remembering, Gran Torino, Shigaraki's fight, All Might. I need you to tell the world I am here. It is not time for that just yet. You're dead set on keeping me out of harm's way, and you have your duty as a wielder of One for All. You don't look back at me anymore. And then the hero Deku costume looks back. Don't worry about me, really. I swore I'd raise you up and protect you, but I know how it is. Wait. You're the only one who can bear this burden, and I know how crushing it is. Do your best. You deserve to rest. I need to tell you that. Kid, And then All Might's on the floor. No. Wait, someone's crouching behind a wall here. Deku, you better be watching All Might right now. Oh no, it's Stain. Oh no. Not like this. And then they say he appears without a sound. And that he's got a whole mess of quirks in him. That sounds like All for One's ability, right? Or like even a Nomu? But apparently goes around helping people. The rumors say he's caked with blood and filth which cover up his many scars. Looking at him, you'd never guess he was a hero. Yeah, Deku needs a costume change, not gonna lie. He looked kind of powerful though. With the Black Whips permanently out like that, looks like Spider-Man's appendages from the movies. Okay. That's a powerful panel. Deku is 100% losing himself right now, though. He's taking a villain's words to heart, something that you should never do if you can try. You know, it's just affecting his mental, the way he's thinking right now, 100%. Chapter 318 is called Reckless. There it is. Endeavor. Looks like we're flashing back though. We're switching up our approach, Deku. At this rate, you're not going to last much longer. The official dispatch dates for the foreign heroes will be decided soon. That means there will be a lot more personnel available to expand our operation. Oh, they're getting the overseas one? Nice. You're the key to all of this, so we can't have you running yourself into the ground. I'm still on my feet, I'm fine, and I can't give the villains time to prepare. And then you hear a beep beep. Someone go get Bakugo to like knock some sense in him, or even Shoto. Listen, Ninth, your wounds are far from healed, even the predecessors, and it's not yet time to throw caution to the wind. And then he turns around and zooms off. Oh. And then we're back inside with the predecessors right now. He takes off before they can fully materialize. He's purposefully ignoring them. We're back inside. My own feelings place a heavy burden on him. Nah, the kiddo sees every cause as a worthy one. For better or worse, the manifestation of our quirks has enabled him to act on his primary motivation. He now seeks to save everyone as a true superhero. And you just see the ethereal form of Toshinori. He's choosing the right path. You think so, leader? Inaction is not an option, especially given the circumstances. That's how it is for those of us who bear one for all. That said, if there's anything that could bolster Izuku Midoriya now, it would be... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And then he ends it with ... What is it? So it looks like Izuku lands in the middle of a villain rampage or outbreak in a shopping center. He just enters the scene all ragged with the black whips out. Then, are you hurt? Multiple quirks? Are you working for All for One? What? No. Great, glad to hear it, they run away. We're fine, really, we're just dandy. Then the danger sense tweaks. What does All for One want? Where is he? Everyone sure got it rough. I have to put a stop to Shigaraki in the league. Too much. I can't let them hurt anyone else. I have to complete One for All. All he can hear is now it's your turn, so that everyone can live their lives in peace and safety. Is he eating anything? His costume is just tearing up, bruh. Need to fix that. He remembers his mom, Gran Torino, All Might, Eraser, Little Airy. So we can all. He just keeps saving people. Smile together again. Oh my goodness, the whole class. And then he's wobbling. Yeah, he's fallen over. He's a little bit exhausted. Doesn't want to admit it. A reckless rampage born of anxiety and impatience. Here we go. Someone's telling him like it is. It's a villain though. That's probably not good. You take on the world alone to the point of exhaustion and ruin. Yes, indeed. You're just as he described you. Power in numbers, I say. Taking you in will bring me security. And what is this? He's got like a bunch of puppet strings attached, connected to people around him. They're in front of an All Might statue, the one that says, I am not here. Your dictator, an escapee from Tartarus, another hired gun. Let's hope you're the one who tells me where All for One is. Oh, spoiling for a fight, are you? Very well. A fight you shall have. Against the ignorant masses themselves. And then they're all charging him. With support items too. Wait a minute. We can't control our bodies. They're all charging him. Dictator. The one who caught him 5 years ago was Crust. It was during the bloodless surrender case. His quirk is despot. His control over others can only be broken with a strong blow to his victims or by knocking him out. Uh-oh. Of course he's taken precautions by having civilians shield him. I can't resort to big powerhouse moves. What about Air Force? No, I don't have my gloves. Maybe Black Whip? This isn't our fault. Our bodies aren't listening to us. We're not trying to hurt you. I know that. It's okay. I'll free you of this and you'll be fine. I just need a strategy. And he's just getting swamped right now. That punk. Oh, yes, it's time. And then we see Bakugo come up. Oh, he's got like a clean shot. Armor piercing shot straight from above at the dictator. He's gone, so Bakugo, clean takedown. If there's anything that could bolster Izuku Midoriya now, it would be. There it is. He's here, guys. Nice. It's about time Bakugo shows up. I'm expecting Shoto to be here soon as well. Maybe some more class members. This is 100%. Good call. Whoever called Bakugo, good call. Alright. 319. A few days after Midoriya left UA. Do you really think so? It's just our best guess, but odds are he's with Endeavor and the others. The damn nerd. Chapter 319 is called Friend. Bakugo's just ripping up the note. So the whole class is there talking about it. Your best guess? You haven't confirmed that with anyone? Such as the mentors who oversaw you through? We have tried unceasingly, but they're just not sharing. My own master will not answer his phone. Same with Denim Head. My father too. I'm sure they're busy, but something feels off. We can only assume they're keeping secrets from us. And Jack, not to mention, All Might is still missing in action. Or so it seems, yeah. Classes are suspended and we're being kept as first years for now. They've got those of us in the hero course either cooped up in the dorms or helping out with local security. Given the state of things, it's tough to find out what exactly is going on out there. Denim Head and the Spoonbill met Deku back at the hospital. All Might was there too. And then we got this letter. If he's too scared to come near UA, then who snuck in and slipped the letters under our doors in the dead of night? It had to be All Might. I've got no doubt that they're partners in crime. Then he's with an adult? That should give us reassurance, yeah? The only news we're hearing is about the whole top 3 team up, right? Not a word about All Might. Yep. Compared to Endeavor and the others, I know Deku and All Might better than anyone. This is the worst scenario I can think of. And Kirishima pops up. Damn it. How the heck are we going to get in touch with him? Uraka? Endeavor is a UA alum, right? Then let's force the issue. Going to the president. A few days later, principal, Endeavor's forced to come back. This was a trap? The whole class is there. Very cool. I heard the children out and determined this meeting was warranted. I'm always open to change based on the facts. Shoto just starts off. Why have you been ignoring me? I thought we were going to stop Toya together. Shoto, your willingness alone means the world to me. Well, it doesn't mean much to me without action. Why is Midoriya the only one with a free pass? Endeavor. He doesn't even call him father. Endeavor. You're letting Deku and All Might operate together, aren't you? Bakugo steps forward. Thought so. In any other situation, it was the right move. But you don't know the first thing about Deku. He's screwed up in the head. The guy never takes himself into account. Just says crap like, I'm fine. All Might became the symbol of peace with the same mindset, so he won't be the one to stop Deku. Listen, Endeavor. You can't leave those two alone with each other. Not them. Oh. Seems like Midoriya finally cut himself off from All Might too. If only we could have the same speed to be by his side. But... And then... Yo, does that thing have GPS tracking? And then he just throws it behind him. The rest of the class catch it. Mind if we borrow this, sir? Because, well, it's only by chance I would wind up in the same class as the guy, but still. I feel the same way. We've only spent a year together, but that's plenty. Nice. He never opened up to us about One for All, and he expected that letter to put us at ease. That came to us as a shock. We of Class A intend to find him, follow him, and work alongside him. Well said, Ida. No matter how great a burden One for All may be, Midoriya is our friend. We can't very well be expected to go smiling into the future knowing that our friend is walking this thorny path alone. Ida's got a great point. It's too dangerous out there. Law and order is a thing of the past. Even you kids would be. You've certainly matured, Todoroki. The principal speaking up. Given that the villains now pursue him, and that he wished to leave UA, I authorize the team up. However, he's free to return to us at any time. Oh. Huh? From the moment a student is accepted into this school, they fall under our protection. But what about the safety of the evacuees? Among them, there's still a proper evacuation shelter must be more than simply a plot of land. I shall have to reassure them somehow. Our security system was fortified for the school festival, though it has yet to see any use. I'm talking about the UA barrier. It will prove its worth. In any case, All Might also attended this school, you know. So go on, do what you must to bring them back to us. And now, wait, Deku's arrived. Deku's on the floor, sorry. But Bakugo is here with the whole class. Very cool. Prison escapee secured. Splendid work, Bakugo. That's great explosion murder god dynamite to you. Pardon me. Our bodies are free. Civilians run away. Ah, heroes. Everyone. But why? And then Uraraka comes forward. We were worried about you. But I'm fine. Clearly, buddy. Clearly. Puts his hoodie back on, so don't worry and get away from me. Wow, real inspiring. Bakugo's clapping. All hail the mighty inheritor of One for All. But tell us this. Are you smiling now? I put on the mask. All you see is like the hood. Those smiles, everyone's peace of mind, those are the reasons I need to keep going. So, get out of my way. What? Deku? Buddy, just think about this. Do your worst, you all might want to be. We knew Midoriya would be the same as ever, standing strong. Everyone? Yeah. Hey, well, Deku versus the class, boys. Here we go. This is the final chapter, actually, 320. Felt like it was going pretty quick. We have a color Suyu on the front cover. So, oh, the title is called Deku vs. Class A. Okay. Ida. Once he set his mind on something, he refuses to stop. I know that well. We heard how you unlocked the 4th and the 6th. It looks like you're even drawn differently than the rest of us these days. Breaking the ball, sir. You damn nerd. You all came for me. Thanks, but... And then he immediately smoke screens. Don't let him get away. A smoke screen. That's the 6th power. Bakugo just blows it away with a landmine blast. Don't want to chat, huh? You gonna sneak off then? So now that you're one of the all-powerful big shots, we're just a bunch of NPCs to you? And pigeons come along. They said you could come back to school. You hear that, Midoriya? The principal is ready to welcome you back. Got that? So stop running away. Then he sends some black whips out from behind him. He's not even looking backwards to grab a building. And then Zero comes along with the tape to stop the black whip. The black whip of yours is kind of freaky. No wonder people are scared. There you go. Think of it as part of your body stretching out. Wow, I can really morph it. Zero. And what's he doing? Is he just gone? Oh no, it's Jack. Heartbeat wall. Dang, he's fast. He's zooming off already. Hey, Midoriya, I don't know if it'll matter, but for what it's worth, remember when you helped me organize my notes and gave me tips for the school festival? You really helped me back then. I was so sure people would just call this a useless hobby, so it feels like I've got something to prove. It might not seem like much, but I appreciated that so much. Then we have Jiro coming in with the tail. Tornado tail dance. He's got Deku wrapped up. Remember that stuff with Shinso back at the sports festival? I'll never forget how mad you got on my behalf. So how can I sit back when you're the only one fighting and running yourself ragged out here? My presence is a danger to all of you. You're gonna need a better excuse than that, buddy. I can't let All for One take you all away from me. That's why I had to leave. He's flashing back to the fight with Shigaraki. Eraser was hurt, Gran Torino's hurt, Bakugo's hurt. And then it looks like he breaks free from Jiro's tail. Then Tokoyami comes in. He tackles him. Thrust Dark Shadow. Straight into a building. Heroes, by the way. He's gotten way too strong. Serious strength of will, too. Midoriya, open your ears. You might have some special power, but we understand how you feel. We all feel the same way. Plus, there's what Kota said about the school. You gotta hear us out. If not, I'm never lending you food dye for Aries candy apples ever again. That's just fine. Eri doesn't need me. It doesn't have to be me. And then, is he caught in like a machine? What's going on here? Oh, and he's got like a VR hood on. Oh, it's Mimo. You should know that we intend to join in your efforts. We've been authorized to use our quirks to aid Endeavor and the other heroes. For this mission to ensure your safety. A machine to put me to sleep? He just breaks out of it. Enough. Stop wasting effort on me. So Tokoyami's shadow is still holding him. Just get away from me. And then we see Electric Man. Not Kirishima. Bollocks. I've forgotten. Oh no. We see, yeah, the Electric Man. Not Jiro. Oh, it's gonna annoy me again. No, there's always one. Midoriya, we get that One for All is really important, but you've got something even more important in your life. Me and you, we ain't got a ton in common, but you're still a friend. Even if we gotta force this friendship down your throat. This is insulating tape Yaoyorozu made for my tentacles. A lineup like this might even give All Might a scare. That's what you said during the attack on our training camp. Dark Shadow, indulge in the darkness. Ragnarok Boom. Dark Shadow's completely covering as well as the tape. Repurposing Dark Shadow's offense in service of defense was a concept birthed by you, Midoriya. Do you see us as more victims who need protection and coddling? And don't you miss bathing? You need a bath. Real bad, Midoriya. Please just stop. Ugh. Oh, wait, he just flies out of that. And then, yeah, he starts zooming. Ah. Everyone's kind of blown backwards. You pried apart the bindings of Ragnarok? Stop already. I get it. I know you're all just worried about me. You're worried deep down your hearts. I know that for a fact because there's no real danger or malice here. Danger sense would have alerted me otherwise, but you guys aren't setting it off at all. I have a feeling Bakugo is about to blast him. So please, get away from me. I'm begging you, I'm fine. I mean it. Heaven-piercing ice wall. It puts up a huge, like, iceberg. And Deku just lands in it. What a look you have on your face. Is this responsibility so much for you that you can't even let yourself cry? Seems like a burden you should share with the rest of us. And then Deku is about to jump. Sue's on the wall. Not so fast. I'm not weeping and moping around anymore because you matter to me. That's lovely. You're my friend, and when we're scared, we tremble together. When times are tough, we cry together. So if you're dead set on becoming some comic book superhero, then Class A won't let you live that fantasy alone. Very nice. Honestly, I like this chapter. This is 100% what he needs right now. Like, despite what he's saying and what he's going through, and the fact that it brings a million characters with him on the story, this is 100% what he needs right now. This is Deku's story, and he needs these types of characters to be here for him. Just like he's trying to be there for everyone, like All Might was. You've got to have some people that you can talk to, that you can turn to. Just somewhat relax every now and again. That's very summed up, but yeah, you get the point. Oh, and that's actually it. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, very good set of chapters. The focus is very much on Deku, and All for One is getting to him 100%. But hopefully, with Class 1A here now, he's kind of snapped back to reality. At least a little bit. It doesn't look like he has just yet. Maybe in the next few chapters he'll come back properly. But yeah, he's learnt so much in the short amount of time since the war as well. Like, I don't think too long has passed, maybe a couple of weeks, if that. And he's already mastered, well, maybe not mastered, but starting to get the feel for more of the quirks, predecessors' quirks. Very keen to see how it develops. But it looks like next video we're all caught up. We have five, maybe 6 chapters left, depending on when I record the one on the weekend. I might try and wait till Sunday so we get the latest chapter included as well. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Very good set of chapters. Very much enjoying where My Hero Academia is at. But when we do catch up, we'll probably put it on break for a while so we can keep catching up like this. Much more enjoyable for a series like My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen. So yeah, looking forward to it. All right, that is it for this video though. Tomorrow we have, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow we have solo leveling. Very nice. And then I think we have one more chapter of One Piece before break. So yeah, it's going to be a good rest of the week, I think, boys. Alright, we finally made it. Another kind of longish one, but it felt quicker than previous. Yes. So, that's about it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, listening, or reading along, if that is what you do. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Laters.